Morning. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh, a cup of tea time. Well, the weather's beautiful. So, there we go. I'm just setting up on an incredibly slow computer as well, which is why I'm filming this on my Chromebook. So what's been happening? Well, like I say, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been out the van a couple of times. Had a couple of good trips in maps. Done a bit more to it, spent a bit more on one of our hobbies. And this is what again I can come on to as well. Our hobbies. We were talking to people when we were out on Friday night. And they said, oh, we find you really interesting and fascinating. And we're like, well, we're just us. You know, me and the wife. We're just us. We just do what we do. But I suppose we do a lot of stuff that some people might find interesting or eccentric or whatever. But just do what you want to do. You're never too old to start a new hobby. You know, and if you're going to upset them that don't mind, don't matter, you know, how's the saying go? Them that don't mind don't matter, and them that don't mind matter, and you know. So yeah, it's nice, but it's nice to meet. Sometimes it's nice to meet new and interesting people. Talking of new and interesting people, we're having a leadership race for the leader of the Conservative Party. Oh my God! I mean, this isn't just about like a political Labour and Conservative, because I've got no time for either of them, and I'll explain this why. Right. If you're a Conservative, MP, whatever, chances are you're financially independent. You come from a moneyed family, or you're making money, or whatever, and you're going to take MPing on as a side job. And you're going to be an MP, and it will benefit. It doesn't benefit the common people, you know. Which go down that, but we're not in it. We're not in it for us. We're in it for their mates, and they're in it for this cycle of people at the top of a pile, and you know, jobs for the boys. Come out of being an MP and you get a directorship of some company, or you're a director of a company and you go in and you'll become an MP, and it's all that, you know. Look at this obscene amounts of money that people made in the pandemic. A very small percentage of money made. A very small percentage of people made an awful lot of money. But yeah, so you know, let's just say it's a truism. You're a Conservative MP. You're in it for your mates and all the rest of it. And you, well, 12 years of austerity. I'd argue it's been massively nearer to 40, but that's a different argument. And you've fucked the country up, trying to make you a select few rich. And look at them now. I mean, each successive Conservative leader is worse. It's a smaller and smaller pool they're having to choose from. They're more and more extreme, because it's the extreme left and the extreme right are the only people who get any sort of public face and airtime and all the rest of it. So whoever wins, we lose, kind of thing. But let's go on to Labour, and this is my theory and philosophy about Labour, and this is also from living in Bridgend and seeing how local politics works. Labour, you're a councillor, you're an MP, you're in the Labour Party, you've got a little job, a position of power, and you're getting an income from that one job only. And you're earning okay money, not great money. I mean, if you're an MP, you're on 82 grand a year. You're a councillor, you're on about 13 and a half plus perks and all that. You're on about 15, you know, maybe 17 grand a year with expenses. But for a lot of these Labour people, it's their only source of income. And they will fight hard to protect that only source of income, and they will fight dirty to protect that only source of income. Looking now, there's an election for a councillor in Bridgend, and it's a two-horse race. It's down between an independent town councillor and a Labour. I don't even know if she's a town councillor or not. It's not about the policies. Well, yeah, let's start. For the independent, it's about the policies. I will do this for the community. For Labour, it's just about ad hominem attacks, at destroying the other person but their own policies. People are saying on social media, all right, it's Facebook. People are saying, "What are your policies?" And we're not getting an answer to that. Oh, and the one policy thing's got a spelling mistake in it as well. Never mind. But we're not getting an answer to the policies. It's just, well, don't vote for them. Vote for me instead. Vote for me. Vote for me. But no reason why to vote for me. Just vote for me. And the problem is with Bridget, it's so entrenched in Labour thinking. She probably will get in, unfortunately. Because it's going to take a lot to change people's minds and change people's ways of thinking. And I think the way you change people's minds is you do it one mind at a time, one person at a time, and slowly, 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 it changes the whole society, or population, or whatever you want to call it. Georgia Guidestones they were blown up by somebody and then they were demolished. Now there's a story going around, and I don't know how true it was, but we dug up the time capsule. And I really don't know how true this story is, but it's a really funny story anyway. So, excuse me, oh my word, it's 20 past 8 in the morning and you're yawning my head off already. I'm drinking tea though, I don't want to switch back to coffee. Tea's more refreshing and better for me. And, look at that. Still doing my gym. So yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. Apparently, according to some internet sources, which is quite funny, to me anyway, they found in the time capsule a copy of Playboy from 1979 signed by Burt Reynolds, something else sort of time specific, and $2 million worth of Quaaludes. Don't know why. Quite funny though. And then there's other sources saying they dug up the time capsule and they found nothing. So it does make you wonder, doesn't it? It does actually make you wonder. And I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I was adding a file. Yeah, it does make you wonder whether they found all this stuff, and because there was £2 million worth of drugs in there, the story comes out now that we didn't find anything in it, and people are reporting the story they didn't find anything. Life's kind of weird and strange like that. Talking of the weird and strange as well, I think I put down that we went to Awakenings, and one of the guys at Awakenings was a guy called Barry Fitzgerald, who does a lot like ghost hunting and paranormal stuff, and he was talking about the magnetic field around the Earth. You can go into Google Maps, Google Earth on a PC, and you can get an overlay which shows all the magnetic fields and all that. Anyway, I did it for where we live, or just close to where we live, the Beacons, and yeah, it's the same purple magnetic field as there is over like Skinwalker Ranch and the Kentucky Anomaly and places like that. So that explains a lot. Here we're on. There's a lot of iron content under the ground here. There used to be, what we live in are iron workers' cottages, and there was 2 smelting plants. Now the first plant that was built was called the Egyptian plant because they were still using in the 18th and 19th century the Egyptian method of smelting iron, and then they went and they changed it to a different method. But yeah, I mean the Beacons are beautiful and lovely, but definitely very weird. We drove through them on Friday and Saturday several times because the main road was closed. And you enter in, and there's another thing that you mentally enter a different world because you drive to somewhere like Crickhowell or somewhere like that, and you're driving into the Beacons, and then of course you're crossing the rivers, and there are these old stone bridges which were originally for horses and carts. They're not really designed for cars, and some of them have traffic lights and one-way systems on them, some of them, but they're that narrow that you can you sort of squeeze through, and you definitely have problems with a Range Rover or something like that. But it's you can see the old part, and it's beautiful up there, especially in the nice weather. The Beacons are really nice, but I do want to find out about all the cryptoid and the weird stuff and all that's been going on. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video, not done one for a while, so peace out.